Penny, check it out. We've got the brand new 2015 Volvo XC60 T6. And you know what's special about this?
Of course I know what's special about it.
Of course she does.
It is supercharged and turbocharged. It's like cats and dogs living together in perfect harmony.
Like spiders and snakes.
Like Hatfields and McCoys.
And all that's coming up next on the Fast Lane Car.
Super turbo. I don't know. Wait, how do I say it in a Swedish accent? It's super turboed.
I don't know. That's your thing. Actually, for being really fair, Volvo is not owned by a Chinese company. So,
oh, it is?
Yeah. So we don't want to go there.
I don't have a very good Chinese accent.
Yes. But it is built in Belgium, of all places.
Right, but the engine's from Sweden.
But
right?
the car's from Belgium.
Right. Assembled in Belgium, engine from Sweden.
And the owners are Chinese.
Oh, this is multinational.
It is a multinational car.
Multinational. You can hear more of it coming out the front than you can coming out the rear.
Wow, look at that. It's got a vertical RPM gauge. Now that's something you don't see every day.
Now under the hood, in addition to a ton of plastic, Volvo gives us a 2.0 liter inline 4-cylinder engine, which is good for 302 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. Now that power is going to the front wheels via an 8-speed automatic transmission. Regular drive mode. I'm not into the sport mode.
Yeah.
That's pretty, I mean, it's got some pickup there. Now, what's really cool about this 2-liter inline 4 super turboed engine is that it basically gives you the fuel economy of a 4-cylinder with the bang of a 6-cylinder. You get 25 miles per gallon combined, which is pretty...
cats and dogs.
Cats and dogs. Okay, so here's how it works. The supercharger is what kicks in at your low end, and then once you get up in the revs, that's when your turbocharger kicks in. And now there is a little bit of a break there in between, but it's pretty seamless, so you don't really notice when it's switching from the supercharger to the turbocharger. Let's switch it into sport mode here.
Yeah, give it a shot. See how it...
There we go, second gear. Ooh, definitely torque steer. Do you feel that?
No.
Oh, and it will shift for me too once I get it up in the red line, which I hate.
The interior of this Volvo is very Volvo-like. What does that mean? Well, full disclosure, I used to own a Volvo V70R, and this has not changed much since back in the day when I owned the car. What was once fresh and new is starting to feel a little bit old and dated. Apple has partnered with Volvo to replace some of this center stack waterfall, and it's about time, and I can't wait.
So the front end of this Volvo, while not crazy sporty, it does look pretty good. I do like this kind of angular, mean look to the headlights here. And I know you wouldn't expect it on a Volvo, but we are rolling on 20s, yo, on these Pirelli Scorpion Zero tires, which is pretty cool. But I think what I like the most about this car is in the back. I do like these taillights. I like how they have more of a vertical design line as opposed to a horizontal. There's not a lot of cars that do this, and this definitely makes it instantly recognizable as a Volvo.
So even though you're in quote-unquote manual mode, it's still
going to do what it thinks it's best for you.
And that's just the way of the world nowadays.
I know, but you know what though? I'm a grown woman, and if I want to hang out in the red line, I should be able to do that.
I mean, if anybody can hang out in the red line, you can hang out in the red line. Now, there are a lot of safety features here. I'm looking at like 3 different buttons. Over here is lane departure. Give that a try.
Okay.
Oh.
Ooh, it's like set your tasers to stun.
You're having way too much fun with that.
I know.
Then there is this little button that, in case there was a car in front of us and you got too close, it would actually brake for you.
It would brake for me, and I do get a little red warning light here.
Auto stop.
Yeah, and a little auto stop that lets you know. Or it could be maybe like a little mini campfire, and I could like roast my marshmallows over it. No?
There's a lot of safety. There's also the auto stop start when you
Right.
come to a stoplight. The car, if everything is happy and funky dory, will turn its engine off.
Yeah, and it did that for us a little bit earlier, and that seems to run very smoothly. There's, as soon as you take your foot off the brake, the engine starts right back up again. It's a great feature for saving gas, and fortunately for this, you can turn it off so that when you, maybe want to be revving your engine at the
Stoplight.
at the stoplight to with the little hottie, this car will let you do that.
So it may not be America, God bless it, but it's not bad. I'm sitting behind myself and I have plenty of headroom. I've got plenty of leg room, and I've got this huge sunroof. Emmy?
Holla!
That was Emmy saying holla. To keep this rather dark interior nice and light. It also has cross-traffic alert, so if somebody is like coming across, it will alert you.
And
blind spot monitoring. Yeah, so it is just chock-a-block full of all kinds of safety, which is what Volvo's known for. But the one thing that I want is all-wheel drive.
I know. I don't understand why this car is coming in at such a huge price point is not offered in all-wheel drive. I mean, this car would be so much more fun in all-wheel drive. So much more fun.
I thought XC stood for cross-country. Oh, there we go.
Oh, sorry.
Set your, what'd you say?
Oh, set your phasers to stun.
I mean, I think we both agree that this Super Turbo is way cool. But on the TFL scale of buy it, lease it, rent it, or forget it, what do you give it?
Well, it is really cool, but I have to give it a lease it. And here's why. Our test model here comes in at just over $50,000. And that's a lot of money for a car. I mean, yes, it has some pretty good get up and go, but I'm just not sure that it's worth that $50,000. I can think of a better car, lots of better cars that I would rather spend that kind of dough on.
You know what, Emmy? I think you can get this car in all-wheel drive.
Sorry.
Just not,
set your phasers to stun.
Just not with this engine. I'm going to give it a lease as well. I'm with you, and that's because for $50K, you better have all-wheel drive. You better bring it, and not just front-wheel drive. As always, this is Roman.
And Emmy.
Saying check out tflcar.com for more news, views, and reviews, and subscribe for a new car video
every day.
Ciao.